Hi, this is Lateef Johar Baloch. Welcome to Balochistan Times. Today I want to talk about the recently discovered dead body of a Baloch missing person. The victim's name is Hafeezullah. He was abducted from his cousin's home in Kili Kasum Khan, Dalbandan, Balochistan on August 13, 2016. According to his family, a major named Naveed took him from his home. The family thought maybe he get released after an investigation, but it didn't happen. After that, the family approached to the major, but major asked for millions of rupee for his return. The major asked for 13 million rupee from the family. Somehow the family paid around 6 million to the major, but still the victim was not released. Later, the family held a press conference at Quetta Press Club, exposing the name of the major and sharing their story to the media. Also in 2019, the army itself issued a statement saying the major abducted the boy and charged money for his return. The military spokesperson's statement reads that the major was sentenced life in prison because of his misuse of authority, and saying, quote, Army major gets life term for kidnapping Baloch kids for ransom. So there are lots of evidence. The victim was taken from his house in front of entire family, and the army itself accepted that the major kidnapped the boy and charged money for his return, but still the victim was not released. Yesterday on September 10th, a dead body was discovered from a grave in an isolated area in Dalbandan, Balochistan, after heavy rains. The mutilated dead body was identified as Hafiz. He went missing 4 years ago. His dead body was recognized by his brother from his clothes and from his artificial teeth. So this crime of the military major and the acceptance of the army itself shows the involvement of the army in abducting, killing, and dumping thousands of missing persons bodies in Balochistan, and also prove the involvement of the military in previously discovered mass graves. In 2014, 3 mass graves were discovered in Hosdar, Balochistan, containing more than 150 dead bodies. Only 3 of them were identified. Rest of them were still unknown. We don't know who they are. The 3 was identified. They were previously abducted as well from district Awaran in front of people. The case of Hafeezullah was also submitted to the UN by the Human Rights Council of Balochistan in December 2018. But nothing has changed. The victim remained missing. HRCB submitted the case, also condemned the discovery of his body, and asked for an immediate and appropriate investigation into the incident. According to a doctor from a local hospital, he told the BBC that the victim was killed 3 years ago. His death caused by 3 bullets at his chest. This was not the first time Pakistani military charge money for the return of Baloch missing persons. There are many cases in Balochistan we reported. There are many more cases, but people are afraid to share their story to expose those cases because they are extremely under threat by the Pakistani military. They fear if they speak about what the military did with them, then the military comes after other members of their families. Another 17-year-old boy, Sanaullah, was abducted from Gich, Panjgur district in Balochistan. His family was also asked for money in exchange for the boy's release. The family sold their all belongings to get their loved one back. After paying the money, the military stopped contacting them, and the victim still remained missing, and his locations and health conditions are unknown to his family. Such military crimes prove that Pakistan military involved in abducting, extrajudicial killings, dumping missing persons' body, and destroying people's livelihood in Balochistan. The question is why the victim was not released. And everyone knows the military abducted Hafeezullah Baloch. And military itself accepted that. But still, why the victim was not released? And who is responsible for it? But we still don't know if the military major was sentenced or not, because the trial in a military court. No one knows what happened to him. So why after the trial the military officials didn't tell the family that the boy was killed? And why they didn't tell the family that the boy's body was dumped in a grave in an isolated area? These are the questions we should ask. These are the questions should be answered. This is not only Hafiz Baloch's case. There are thousands of people are missing, and hundreds of mutilated bodies are discovered beyond identifications. This is how Balochistan situation is. It's the killing, abductions, dumping bodies is not new. And some cases comes up, they prove the involvement of the military, but still the military and military-backed authorities denying that, but there are thousands of people missing and the military is involved in these abductions, killings, and dumping the bodies. Thank you so much.